Anyways, what the fuck am I talking about here? Oh, that's something that I get. I've gotten a lot lately from people. People think I don't understand the internet, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Like there's something to get. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, how don't I get it? Huh? Because I call you out when you do dumb shit, you know? I was on the Joe Rogan podcast this past week, and fucking amazing podcast. I go there, and Joe's like, dude, you know, whatever time you want to come over, blah, 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 blah. And I said, all right, why don't we say 12 noon? Because I don't want to get stuck in rush hour. Basically how it works out here in L.A. is you got to schedule everything between 10 and 2 in the afternoon. Anytime I have a meeting, when do you want to meet? Between 10 and 2. All right? Buddy of mine, Al Madrigal, hilarious comedian. Definitely check him out. Al Madrigal. He's the one he told me to do that. So I go between 10 and 2. Now, I'm not going to go there at 10 in the fucking morning. I said, all right, I'll go there at 12 noon. So I'll do 12 noon. I'll get out of there at 2:30. I'll avoid rush hour traffic, right? And his fucking podcast is so much fun. I think we did like a 3.5, 4-hour fucking podcast. You know, it took us like a half an hour to settle in. So we started at 12:30. You know, he gave me this coconut water that was so fucking delicious. I actually came home and immediately went on to Amazon and ordered a fucking case of it. 12-pack is what I got. You know, alligator armed it. Not because I didn't want to get a case. I just didn't want to deal with my girlfriend going, first a water cooler and now a case of coconut water? Where are we going to put the cereal? I didn't want to deal with that, so I only got the fucking 12-pack. All right? So anyways, we start the podcast, and we just have a great time. Fucking went through the whole thing. I definitely suggest you listen to it. I, of course, don't have the link because I'm an asshole. But just look up Joe Rogan podcast. He gets like 250,000 hits a week. So you'll definitely be able to hear it. But in the end of the podcast, I got in this huge fucking argument with his male assistant, tech guy, whatever the fuck you call him, the guy who sits there and is constantly adjusting knobs on the mixer. We got in this stupid fucking argument about whether or not someone had the right to take my podcast, put it on a website that had advertising on it. And I basically said, they didn't. You could, I put my podcast out there. It is free, but it's still my intellectual property. I give it away for free, so you take it for free. You can't take it and then start making money off it. And there was a website that had all these podcasts, and they got them all on one website. Hence, a ton of people went to the website. Why? Because of the creation of the artists. Their intellectual property was getting hits. No one was going to the website to look at the fucking website with nothing on it. They were going there to listen to the podcast. And on their homepage, they had advertising. So all these podcasts were getting eyeballs to go to the fucking website. All right? And they go there and they read advertising. And that's how you sell advertising, by the amount of fucking people you get to your website. So, how you're supposed to do that is you're supposed to contact the artist or the owner of the work and say, listen, we want to use this shit. We're going to be selling advertising. All right? We'll take our cut. You take your cut. That's fine. That's what the fuck you're supposed to do. You can't just take it and put it on your site and start making money off of it. And for some reason, he was saying it was my fault because technology existed for them to do that. It was hilarious. He completely ignored all the laws of intellectual property, copyright laws. Fuck all that. It's like, if you steal somebody's car, that's Grand Theft Auto. But if you go out and you go buy what do they call those little Jimmy things, those Slim Jims, where you can unlock the door to your car, if you have one of those, then, it's not stealing. It was the stupidest fucking argument I've ever gotten into in my life. I'm arguing what the actual law is, and this guy is talking about technology. But technology exists for me to do something illegal, therefore it's not illegal. It was fucking retarded. And the only thing more retarded was the fact that I couldn't fucking tap out of the argument. I can't believe I never brought up, well, dude, I actually called my lawyer who went to law school and majors with a focus in entertainment law, and not only did he tell me I was 100% right, he actually said I could sue that website if I wanted to, which I'm not going to. But that's how right I was. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, a laptop exists that's legal to buy a laptop, and with the technology of a laptop and a little bit of smarts, I can break into your online bank account and take all your fucking money. Does it mean it's not illegal because laptops are legal? I don't. It was the dumbest fucking argument ever, and it lasted for 45 minutes. And of course, it got a zillion hits. Joe was telling me it got the most fucking responses. All right? And you're going to sit there and tell me I don't get the internet? I get it. I get it. People like arguments. They like arguments, and they like stealing shit and not fucking paying for stuff and then acting like they don't understand what you're talking about. It goes right back to all that stealing music that everybody did. Remember that shit? And all the artists got mad going, you're stealing our music. And everybody's like, we're not stealing it, man. We're sharing files. No, we were stealing it. Look what we did. We destroyed, and I say we because I was on LimeWire. I was on LimeWire for a good 8 months before someone finally was just like, dude, we're stealing music. How can we do that? And then that someone can steal your fucking comedy. This is bullshit. Now, I know a lot of you right now sitting there go, well, there you go. You stole music. Therefore, someone ought to be able to steal your fucking podcast and fucking average. No, two wrongs don't make a right. Okay? Just because I go out and murder somebody doesn't mean someone can come over and murder somebody I know. We're both going to get charged with murder. All right? I didn't say I was a perfect person in this, people. I think it shows what a big person I am, that I can admit to some of my wrongdoings in the past. But anyways, after fucking 10 years of stealing music, look at the music business. Okay? It's over. It's fucking over. Steven Tyler is on American Idol, talking to people who work at a fucking Cinnabon, telling them that they have good voices and that they're going to have some sort of career in a fucking art where the whole business model has been completely fucking destroyed. You guys haven't noticed that shit? Musicians are like in movies now. They're doing everything but singing. I saw there's a new show out where Christina Aguilera is a judge, the lead singer of Maroon 5 is a judge, some country singer is a judge. All these guys who used to be able to sell out the Staples Center. It's the whole fucking thing. It's over. So, I don't know. Did that even make sense? I don't even know what the fuck my point was. I can't sell at the Staples Center. All right, go fuck yourselves. But I was right in that argument, and I had a great time this week because I didn't read one of the emails that was sent to me about that stupid argument. I would just see it, Joe Rogan's podcast, RSS feed, any of that shit, and I just deleted all of them, and it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I didn't have to read them and argue with strangers who don't understand the laws. So there you go. I hope some of that, I realized halfway through that is most of you probably didn't even hear the fucking argument. But you'll probably go to Joe Rogan's podcast to listen to it, won't you? See that? Look at me, spreading the podcast love.